Hey now, today's video is specifically for the foreign watchers of my videos, the English, Australian, Europeans. You Americans can watch along, and if you don't know some of this stuff that I'm talking about, you can smack yourself. But I'm going to talk about food today. American food, mostly junk food. I just got back from the store a little while ago, just buying all this stuff to show you for a YouTube video. But I'm going to eventually eat this junk. Some of this I don't have any. I couldn't find it because you can only get it in convenience stores, and it's the kind of stuff that when I grew up, we did a lot of deer hunting, and this is the kind of food that you would take when you go hunting. Like if you're camping out or fishing, you would take this stuff with you and you would pick it up at a convenience store. By the way, this stuff is like, it's part of my family heritage. It's just, you know how like Scottish people have their own tartan patterns for their kilts, and English people have their own family crests? And if you're Irish, you would inherit a drinking problem. My family's heritage is junk food. If you're part of my family, then you like this stuff automatically. There's just no question about it. You probably all know about Twinkies. Now this all started with a conversation with Dr. Lemur, by the way, and we talked about some stuff I'm going to show you later. It blew his mind that this stuff exists. Twinkies are pretty commonplace, but there's something else here called Hostess cupcakes. Now these are pretty common. There's like a cupcake, and it's got a swirly little identifying white topping. It's got cream-filled Hostess cupcake. That's how you can tell it's a Hostess cupcake. It's got that little curly Q design pattern on top of it. And another product, most of these are Hostess products. That's the company that makes them. It's called a fruit pie. And apparently they don't have that in Australia. They may in some parts, you just never seen it. But this is called a Hostess fruit pie. This is what the package looks like. And it's got real fruit filling. There's another brand I like better than the Hostess. As you can see, let me show you close up. Here's a Hostess fruit pie. As you can see, it's got a little coating of glaze on the outside. Pretty, it's not really homemade looking. There's a brand called Kern's. I think it's only made in Kentucky. And that is really my favorite kind of fruit pie. But these things are, you can't eat these. They're like 300 calories each or something crazy like that. A lot of sugar. You don't want to mess with them. It's dangerous. And this next product from Hostess is one of my dad's favorites. I saw him eating this a lot when I was growing up. The Snowball. Hostess Snowballs. It's kind of like a cupcake, only it's round, it's mounded, and it's covered with coconut, and it comes in different colors. My favorite's the pink. I don't have a picture of the pink. Here's one from Halloween, Glow Balls. It's orange, and it's got cream filling. Most Hostess products have some kind of cream filling, and they're pretty good. Come in a twin pack. Most of these are like 75 cents or $1. Now this next one, you may have seen it in movies or something. It's pretty popular. Moon pies. The double-decker moon pie. It's got some kind of cream filling in the middle, but it's like layered like a pizza or some kind of sandwich. You know, it's got this cookie crust. I like this banana flavor. This is what I like, the banana. It's got 2 layers of cream in between 3 different layers of cookie, and then it's covered in. This is why Americans are fat, guys. This is our snack foods. Now there's other snack foods that Little Debbie products. These are by Little Debbie. These are called Nutty Bars. They're wafered sticks with peanut buttery stuff layered in between. They're delicious. These are the ones like, I used to get these pretty much every couple of weeks. I would get a pack of these or something. Oatmeal cream pies. There's all kinds of different Little Debbie products, and I really wanted to stop eating these because I was gaining weight. I also switched to diet sodas, so at the same time I stopped these, switched to diet sodas, and I started eating salads for a while, but I kind of got bored with the salads. These are oatmeal cream pies. It's basically 2 oatmeal cookies with cream filling. They're great. These are raisin cream pie. They have like the cookie, I guess, is kind of like a pancake type. It's really soft. It's really good. It's got raisins stuffed with it, and it's got a cream filling. Everything's got a cream filling. And this whole conversation with Dr. Lemur started over these Bugles corn chips. Now Bugles are named because they're shaped like a bugle. When you're a kid, my fingers are too big for me to show you how this works. So you would take some Bugles, like so, and you would stick them on your finger, and you would make witch fingers. Oh, I did get one to fit. Check that out. Some of them, they kind of like squish too close together. There's not a big enough hole. But you would make little witch fingers like this, and you would claw at each other. Now this is not really a snack food. This is specifically something that my family likes. Vienna sausage. If you want to get really redneck and call them by their redneck name, we call them Viennies. Because they're like weenies from Vienna or something. But they're not classy food. Just, it's not fancy here. This is, ingredients are mechanically separated chicken and pork and a bunch of other junk. I think they changed this. There's another type of meat called potted meat. If you read the ingredients on the back, it's like pig's feet and snout and tails and just all the crap they don't want. It's like the junkiest part of an animal. It's kind of like they say about hot dogs. If you like them, don't watch how they're made because it'll gross you out. This is like the worst freaking meats you can get. They come like this. This is a package of Vienna sausages. They're basically like little cocktail wieners. But there's some pretty gross rednecky type stuff that people from Kentucky eat. Like my grandpa, for instance, he used to... we have squirrel hunting in Kentucky, you know, we catch squirrels, and people actually eat them, right? My grandpa likes to skin squirrels, but he leaves the head on them, and he eats the brains. He eats squirrel brains. Like he'll make scrambled eggs and put some squirrel brains in it, I think is how he eats them. And we have like tricks to like catch squirrels. This is how from the backwoods I am. Like people will take a stick. Not a lot of people. This is kind of like a rare thing if you're one of these guys that does this. You take a stick, it's like forked on the end, and you'll stick it up a hole in a tree where a squirrel went up the tree, and you'll catch this little fork part in the squirrel's tail, and you'll twist it around so that the squirrel's tail gets all tangled up in it. Then you'll pull him out of the tree like that. And this, you may know about this, Beanie Weenie. Bandcamp's Beanie Weenie. There's a song. How does it go? I like my itsy bitsy teeny weeny can of Bandcamp's Beanie Weenies. And that's what a Beanie Weenie is. It's like baked beans with little chunks of hot dog in between. And it's like some kind of a soupy type stuff. And you'll take this deer hunting, and you would take a little plastic spoon, and you're good to go with a Beanie Weenie. Testicles, hog balls. My mom used to eat hog balls, and she tried to get me to eat one, and I didn't fall for it, luckily. Okay, so I know how in England they call cookies biscuits, or not cookies, but little chocolate type things. They call them biscuits. In America, a biscuit is like something you would have with breakfast. Here's an example. This is a sausage and egg biscuit by Jimmy Dean. Sausage, egg, and cheese, actually. This is a biscuit in America. It's not chocolate, it's not a cookie, it's one of these. And a lot of times you'll have these with gravy, biscuits and gravy. There's a picture of that. And the gravy, if you don't know what American white gravy is, it's just like flour and milk, and you mix it together with some salt maybe or something. Not really sure how gravy's made. Actually, I think I've made it, but it was like a mix, an instant gravy. Anyway, this is what really blew Dr. Lemur's mind and why he thinks Americans are fat. Because we have the craziest inventions. He didn't even think this was real until I showed him a picture of it. I think this was some kind of joke in a movie, and they turned it into an actual food because it was so good, I guess. You know how we have sausage and egg biscuits, right? You take that, remove the biscuit, replace it with 2 pancakes. So you have a pancake, some sausage, some eggs, some cheese, another pancake on top of it, and you could probably dip that in some kind of a pancake syrup. This is called a griddle cake. This is an Aunt Jemima one. There's also one of these type brands of Jimmy Dean griddle cake, but I didn't want to get the big 4 or 8 pack that those come in. I just got a 2-pack of these to show you. And that's pretty crazy, I guess, if you've never seen one of these before. Freaking pancakes with sausage and eggs, and some people don't know about these chicken pot pies. This is the Great Value brand from Walmart I was telling you guys about, the generic Walmart brand. Chicken pot pie is like it's a small pie. You can see it's about as big as my hand, and it's got all kinds of good vegetables in there, some peas, carrots, potatoes, chicken chunk meat in there, and it's kind of like a stew baked in a pie crust. It's really healthy and nutritious and good for you. That's what chicken pot pie is. I really need to hurry along because this is all frozen food. And you may have heard of Hot Pockets, which is kind of like a pot pie, only it's like baked into a... This is a lean pocket, actually. It's supposed to be a little healthier. Chicken fajita brand. Most commonly you have like a meatball or a ham and cheese or pepperoni pizza type thing. I like chicken fajitas. It's microwavable. It takes about 2 minutes. It's got individually wrapped. I'll just take them out and show you. That's a Hot Pocket. You got this little cardboard thing that you pop open, and it's kind of like lined with foil on the inside, which helps you microwave it so it's crispy. It's got a crisping sleeve. You slide that in there and you microwave it for a couple minutes, and it gets it really crispy like you baked it. It's kind of like hacking a microwave. So, yeah, that's American food. If you've never seen these before, I guess you know now.